Happy Monday. It's time for another edition of 3-Point Stands presented by Mountain Dew. I'm Meghan Triplett. That is Jon Roser. And we had a busy weekend, complete, full of action. Yes, the 49ers won. I'm super happy for you, Roser. But let's talk about it all. And let's start with college football. Saturday, jam-packed day of so many amazing games. And obviously on Mondays, people are always talking about the Heisman. We're at the halfway point where we can really talk really seriously about it. Who is the number one person that you think is going to win the Heisman that's like leading the way so far?
I think Mac Jones is going to win the Heisman, the quarterback for Alabama. I think Mac Jones is going to win the Heisman. What they did to Georgia's defense is, Georgia has by far, it's not even close to me, the best defense in the country. And, they had no answer for anything Alabama. Their offense is just that ridiculous. It's a quarterback award. And I think, Mac Jones is going to win the Heisman Trophy. I said a couple weeks ago, you could have gotten him, it was like 11 or 14 to 1 to win the Heisman. It's now 3.5 to 1 for Mac Jones to win the Heisman in just 2 weeks. Mac Jones will win the Heisman Trophy. And Mac Jones needs to be getting talked about being drafted in the top 10 of the NFL draft.
Look, I am with you when it comes to the Heisman watch. I think that he's up there as of right now. I think he's if not two, maybe the third choice that's leading the way. When it comes to number one, I don't see how you can't say that Trevor Lawrence is the number one leader all the way. I do think Trevor Lawrence will win it this year from what he's been able to do. It's hard not to think about last season because he's so phenomenal. But even this season, coming off of, I know it's just Georgia Tech. They didn't play Georgia. So, it's not the same. It's different. They haven't played these, amazing teams. Miami was supposed to be that for Clemson, and Clemson's just still dominated. But this guy, he had one of the best first halves that we've seen, I think, in, almost college history. He was so close to breaking that ACC record, but he's throwing for over 400 yards, 5 touchdown passes. This guy is a perfectionist. Who has followed him, who has covered him, and said he is a huge perfectionist. He wants to continually get better and be better. And for this person to be 20-something, 21 years old, he has this adult mind, and it shows out there on the field. And I can't wait for Clemson's season to continue, because I think it's just going to get even better and better. The competition might not be the best, but he's proven why he is the number one guy we're all sitting here talking about. It's the hair, it's everything. It's Trevor Lawrence. I think we'll see the trophy.
Sunshine. No, look, it's not going to be insane if he wins it. Also, one we got to look out for is Justin Fields. Ohio State starts Saturday. The Big Ten's kicking off Friday night. Illinois and Wisconsin do, but the Big Ten starts. Justin Fields is another one. I wonder if it would kind of be held against him, if it counts against him, because they're only going to play 8 games.
Yeah.
And then we don't know what the COVID situation is going to be like for Big Ten schools, who will end up having to sit out, who will not. But Justin Fields is another one to watch too. But yeah, I'm going to say Mac Jones is going to win the Heisman Trophy.
I don't agree with that at all. But I think Mac Jones is having a phenomenal year. I learned a lot about the guy watching that Georgia game. I was like, this guy is really good. He's got quite an arm on him. All right, let's now move over to the NFL. We had some big wins, some big losses. But now that we are 6 weeks into this, let's start with who has impressed you the most in the NFL?
Well, Derrick Henry yesterday. I don't know what you do with him. He's insane. Before the season, I picked the Steelers to win the Super Bowl. I feel really good about that. We get a big matchup, undefeated teams next week, Pittsburgh and Tennessee. Can't wait to watch that game. I feel really good. I think Pittsburgh probably the most impressive to me.
And you're still saying that they're going to win the Super Bowl. You're still sticking with that pick. Oh,
yep.
Wow. Look, I went the easy way out. Obviously, my Super Bowl pick is Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. They did it last year. I think they can do it again. And when you add Le'Veon Bell as another weapon that Patrick Mahomes has already had, I still think them. And I'm not just saying who has impressed me the most because I am a fan of theirs, but I'm going to go with the Tennessee Titans. I would not have guessed that they would have been undefeated. And to be undefeated, go through the COVID outbreak that they had, having to not play for 2 weeks, having guys on the reserve list, and being able to beat the Buffalo Bills. That Texans game, I had some concerns with because the Texans got back into that game and made it very close, had to beat them in overtime. Romeo Crennel made some iffy decisions at the end of it that could probably everything and would have been totally different. But the Titans have truly impressed me completely the most from top to bottom. I'm just super happy that for what they've been able to do. I cannot wait for this Pittsburgh Steelers game. I think we should have asked each other this question later towards the next week. I'm really excited about it. I think the Steelers, their defense is phenomenal. And I think that's the one thing that the Titans have, the offense with Derrick Henry, and that running game is now being explosive. Now can the Titans defense really, really be explosive and get some big, big, tremendous stops? That's the next question. So we both have given our who has impressed us the most. I feel as if we're probably going to say the same thing, but who is looking the worst?
Okay, another take here.
Yeah.
The 2020 New York Jets is the worst team ever assembled in NFL history. This is the worst team ever in the NFL. We have seen bad Browns teams. We have seen horrible Lions teams. I think both of I think they both went 0-16 at one point. The Lions and the Browns did. I think both are better than this Jets team.
Wow.
I mean, they are bad. And I don't know if Trevor Lawrence can fix them.
I feel for Trevor Lawrence if he is the number one draft. If he's drafted number one and the Jets have it, I really, really do feel for them. I can't agree with you when it comes in history, because I have to really do some research on this. The Jets are just really bad at this point. They are so bad, and what's perplexing is that Adam Gase still has his job as of right now. Monday, on a Monday morning, he still has it. We have not gotten any alerts that he has been let go. It's crazy, especially when you take on your former team who fired you. You get hired by the Jets, and then you lose the way you do to the Dolphins. The Dolphins aren't a bad team, but it's still constantly being proven. I don't know where they go from here. You already had the defensive coordinator kind of making some shady comments about the offense and the choice, the decision making. That they're not getting along right now. It looks really, really bad for them. And it's at that point, it's head scratching as a Jets. They've gone through a lot. They have been bad for a minute now. They've gone through a lot. And it's when is it going to be their turn?
Well, as long as Adam Gase is their head coach, never.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't believe he was not fired after that Thursday night game against Denver when Brett Rippon, who nobody's ever heard of, the Broncos came out there who have a horrible offense and scored 37 on them. That team has absolutely quit on Adam Gase. They do not care to play for him. So I don't know why he still has a job there with the Jets. But yes, they are the worst team ever assembled in NFL history. Also, because we are mentioning the Jets and the shout out to Tua.
Yes.
Awesome to see you get in the game yesterday.
That was the one bright spot. The Jets, because the Jets were so bad that they allowed Tua to get back in there, and it was a beautiful moment to see. It was a heartwarming moment, and you love to see it. He was 2 for 2, but that also gives you a bright spot of saying what, I think this guy is I think he's on his way, and he's going to make an amazing comeback. So thank you, Jets. It was a compliment to the Jets. For you. If the game was close
yesterday.
Yeah, if the game was close, we would have seen Tua. So thank you, Jets, and shout out to the Giants and the Falcons.
Giants and Falcons, they got wins. Hey, you got on the board.
I know. All right, Roser, thank you so much for joining me like always. Congratulations to your 49ers. They got a win, but the road gets tougher, so I can't wait to see that smile will be on your face next Monday.
We'll see.